Howdy, everyone. Eric Allard here with Tilson Homes, Senior Vice President, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family. Joined here on Tilson Live. It is Tuesday with Dawn Dancer, Vice President of Marketing Customer Experience for Tilson Homes. Welcome, Dawn.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
It is going fantastic. It's going to be like 92 degrees today, and then it's going to be 47 degrees in like 48 hours. So we are
bracing. Sinuses.
We are bracing our sinuses for impact. We have the pollen. The first pollinating has begun. We're going to confuse the trees here for the next 2 days, and then they will go through a second pollinating for us, which will be great. If you haven't refilled your windshield washer fluid, do so now. It will be time because after the pollinating, you see, it is the love bugs. That is what comes next.
Not the love bugs.
After the pollinating. Yes, it is important that we have most other places have seasons like the winter and spring and fall and summer. We have some freeze, some pollinating, some bugs, and yeah, that's how we do this. So, but we're here today. We are at Tilson Live. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and we are hoping that everybody comes in and joins us. Tell us howdy. Tell us where you're building. Tell us where you're watching from. We're looking forward to talking to you guys today, answering your questions about building a home on your land, anywhere that you're thinking about doing it. Obviously, at Tilson Homes, we are celebrating our 90th anniversary this year of building homes on your land in Texas. So if you're thinking about building a home in a rural area of Texas, we are the subject matter experts. You are at the right place. You're going to get your questions answered, whether you use us or not. This is not a sales pitch for you. This is a way to talk to you, and so that you have all the information you're going to need, because it is a very different process. Right, Dawn?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's like if you haven't done it before, you are in for a treat. There are lots of new things to learn and lots of new things to do. So.
Yes. So, and again, of course, I say rural Texas. Obviously, we build in municipalities as well, but predominantly where we build is in the rural parts of Texas. Most of our customers that we build for are folks that have kind of done the suburbia thing, and they're getting out of that. They're moving away. They want an acre or two, or a little less traffic, a little slower pace, maybe some lower property taxes. Maybe less traffic on the road, and maybe a place for some chickens like Will from Klondike. Oh, I see he's here. Maybe some.
We got Will from Klondike.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're thinking about doing that, there are some things you do need to know. We can answer all those questions, but we have a very special preview today. What are we going to be talking about today, Mrs. Dantzler?
So today we're going to talk about our most popular plan and most popular model, the Canyon. We tried to do like an actual live in-person tour on this last year. It did not work out so well because turns out internet not so great out in that model.
That and B-grade talent. That was the other problem.
So we're going to talk about it. We're going to kind of review the video, look at the pictures, and also talk about a couple of the options that we show in the Canyon, show you what it would look like if you built it in the standard layout, so that everybody can just have a good idea of what to expect from that plan.
Yeah, so we have a ton of people. Obviously, this is the number one selling design. Mm-hmm. Now, no two of them are built alike. Nobody does the same things to them, so that's an interesting way to do that. But we have so many people who want to go see it. It's kind of geographically in the center of Tilson world. It is in Bryan, College Station, Texas. So it is a very pretty drive from wherever you're coming from. But we know that it's tough for some folks to get to. So that's what this is for today, is to give you kind of the next best thing. We have virtual tours on our website. We have some tours on our YouTube channel. But this will be able to go like room by room, dimension by dimension. We can stop and answer your questions. Mm-hmm. So if you have any questions at all about really any of our designs or the whole process or financing or design changes or site preparation, obviously we'll answer those as well. But specific to the Canyon model, today's the day. If you've got questions about it or features of it, maybe to go to a different house.
Right. Yeah.
I know Dawn has every plan pulled up on her 17 monitors, looking like Wall Street over there. I'm sure she's ready to answer all of your questions about all of that stuff. So, Dawn, do we have folks joining us?
We do.
Where are you watching from?
We got Ashley. Hello for another Tilson Tuesday, watching from California. The county has finally recorded our plat, and we can start moving forward. Awesome.
There we go.
At least she's in Republic Grand Ranch, so.
Okay.
We got Wesley. Hello from Phoenix, building in Greenville. Hoping my Canyon C has not floated away.
They got a little bit of rain. Yeah, they got like 2 inches in Northeast Texas this morning, I think. Quite a bit.
All right. We got Nora. We are having our first meeting in Melissa April 22nd, looking at building the Angelina B in the Shores, Navarro County. What is the base price for that model? So Nora, you can find that base price at any time on our website. All you got to do is pull down the county that you're looking for, and it'll be right there. All right, we got Melissa coming in from Arlington, building in Stephenville.
Beautiful.
We got somebody on YouTube coming in from Crandall, Texas.
Awesome.
We got Rachel, who's building in Nottingham and Gillespie County. We got Julie's very excited about the Tilson chickens.
They are a thing.
A lot of those.
Yeah, Will has taken over the chicken farming and chicken tractoring.
Well, and Kelsey in our marketing department, she's got 2 little baby chickens.
Oh.
She hatched them at home.
Now, are they going to be meat chickens or laying hens? Do we know?
We're hoping for laying hens.
Oh, I guess, yeah, they have a choice, don't they?
That's what we're hoping. If not, we were actually talking this morning that she might need to get in touch with Will and send off a rooster.
If you're a smart chicken, you will be a laying hen. Otherwise, I guess it's plan B, and then you are a meat chicken.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
All right, we've got Chris Archer building at the Hills Above Possum Kingdom.
From Fort Worth. Yeah, very nice. Awesome. Cool, Chris.
We got Tracy from Henley building a Frio model.
Welcome back, Tracy.
We got Bonnie building the canyon in Fannin County. We got Wesley. When my canyon is done, I'm fine if y'all want to do a walkthrough, or while it's being built and people want to walk through, I'm down. All right.
All right.
We got Shaloma. Love these Tilson Tuesdays. We just signed our contract to build a Livingston D and Republic Grand Ranch. Amy at the Huntsville location was amazing, helping us build our dream home. Awesome. Glad to hear that.
We love y'all joining us on these Tilson Tuesdays. Yeah. We're grateful for you.
Awesome. We got Cody coming in from San Marcos.
Howdy, Cody.
And then we've got Crystal. We've almost been on a Tilson home for a year here in Ellis County, and we love it. Oh, thank you, Crystal. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Happy almost anniversary.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, we have we got a little presentation that Dawn and her team have put together, and we're going to roll through the canyon. Folks, obviously, continue to jump in. We will be monitoring the chat. We are live on YouTube, live on Facebook. So tell us where you're watching from. Tell us where you're building, what part of the process you're in. And we drop your questions in the chat. Anything you want to know about the process, about the canyon, about financing, about site prep, we are here for you guys. I will be drinking water and clearing my throat as I battle the pollinating like everybody else on here. So
yeah, I got a little of that going on too, but we'll get through. All right, let's take a look at the outside of this gorgeous home.
So as you pull up to the Design Center in Bryan, Texas here, you're immediately going to notice the canyon model and how we've used extensive use of a farmhouse style elevation. So you're going to notice board and bat hardy plank, vertically done. You're going to notice a lot of cedar accents, so shutters, headers, the posts, all done in a real contrasting color, as well as the roof, to really set this home off in a real country setting. As you approach the model home, you're going to notice that there's a large front porch. We have rocking chairs set up, but just trying to set the stage for you to know how easily you could enjoy your outdoor space. Really, really big front porch, easy for sitting, having a cup of coffee, watching the sun come up.
That is the beautiful farmhouse model.
Man, I usually aim to try and wear the exact same colored shirt so that it's, you know, like I was wearing out. That was black. I went with green. I messed it up.
Didn't get the memo.
One job. So yeah, we obviously what we have there is the am I sharing?
Yeah, it looks like your computer doesn't want to play. Hold on.
Well, you can't blame it. You can't blame it. Experiencing technical difficulties, folks. Bear with us. We're gonna put this back there. Oh, it says I'm not connected, which is not true because here I am. So retry.
All right. I can also pull it up on my screen too.
It is just like me to make Dawn work double duty. Overbearing. Here we go again. Okay, we got it going now. We're going to the canyon today.
Maybe, if it wants to participate. Okay.
So yeah, the obviously we're going to show you some different elevations here in a minute, but We have opted, when we built the model there in Bryan, it is the board and bath, the farmhouse style, which is so popular today. Everyone loves the contrast. You got white paint, black roof,
Mhm.
dark cedar accents, um, and we've chosen a different type of the window. You have different side light options: colonial light, prairie light. We have here, so there's some different things you can do there as well. Um, Obviously, this is climate zone 2. You can see the ridge vent up here. So lots of attic space there. Actually, with the design consultants there, can walk you through that, take you into the attic, kind of show you where the HVAC systems are, where the water heater is. So that's kind of nice to be able to see that. But Dawn, anything else about the exterior?
Just you've got that beautiful front porch, and then also, the other thing to point out on the model is we did add the attached 2-car garage, so that the place where Eric's laser pointer is right now would not be there on the standard model without the garage.
Very cool.
So this
tell
is
us about the plan, Dawn.
Yeah, so this is the standard floor plan. It's a great size, wonderful layout. So it comes, base plan is about 2255 square feet. And you'll also notice in the model that we reversed it. So everything you're looking at, this is backwards versus the model. And just, one of the things everybody loves about that farmhouse style is that beautiful front porch. This home layout is also really unique in that it is still a split bedroom where the master bedroom doesn't share a wall with any other bedroom, but this one's actually split front to back instead of left to right. So you've got all of your bedrooms over on one side, but the master's just off by itself with its own separate entryway, and has a lot of privacy there. And then in the kitchen, the standard layout is actually kind of interesting. It's got a curved island to it, but you'll see we did something a little bit different with that space in the model. We went with the alternate kitchen.
Yeah, and even in the original floor plan, it's all still wide open, this entire area. So the way our plans are on the website, folks, as you're looking through them, if you see a solid blue line, that indicates a full wall.
Solid wall, yeah.
Anywhere you see a dotted line is simply a change in ceiling height. So there is no wall through here. It's all open from the back wall of the kitchen here, where the cooktop and everything is, all the way to the back wall of the family room. So a lot of space, super nice, and yeah, just wide open. And everybody has views out to the back porch and your large acreage area out there. So very cool.
And this home has a lot of storage with its standard. I know when we were showing off John Cades, he was talking about how great all the storage is. You've got that corner walk-in pantry in the kitchen. You've got 2 nice storage closets in that hallway. Just a lot of space to put things. So.
All right. So now what did we cook up, Dawn, when we built the model home?
So in the model, we added a lot of stuff. So I mentioned before that we did the alternate side load garage. So you've got the 2-car garage on the side of that. And what that actually does to the layout over there is it rearranges your utility room and adds in a drop zone area that we'll show you. So that kind of switches all of that around. We also did the alternate kitchen, like we were talking about. So it has a flat island instead of the curved island. It's a plain rectangle. We added some fun ceiling treatments. So we've got the box beam ceilings in the family room, and we also did a cathedral ceiling in the master bedroom. In those secondary bedroom areas, we went ahead and did the Jack and Jill bath. So instead of having the single bathroom in the hallway, we've actually got the separate sink spaces in each room. So that's a nice thing to do if you've got siblings sharing space and they each need their own space to get ready in the morning. That's a good option. We also added the upstairs bonus space. So that's showing. And when you do that, it also adds another powder room upstairs. And then we also, for the purposes of the model, added some extra porch. So it comes with a very large covered porch to begin with. And then we added some uncovered porch space that extends to the edge of the master bedroom to show in the model. And so all in, that brings the model is actually at 2814 square feet. So that's
so a little bit bigger. And most of that, of course, is bonus space. You do pick up a little bit of space in the this drop zone area over here, but the bulk of the square footage difference is right up here.
It's a nice big room that everybody can just go to and hang out.
You bet. Now, and again, folks, drop your questions in. We'll be monitoring the chat the entire time. So if you got questions about this plan or any of our plans or process, let us know, and we'll be glad to answer them.
Okay. And so we talked that we did the elevation C, the farmhouse elevation for the canyon, because everybody's just really, really fond of that style. But if that's not your thing, we do have 3 other elevations that are shown on the next page. So there's a brick gable that's solid brick front and both sides. That's just got a little bit more, got some of that interest to it. Not quite as large of a front porch, but it's got a pretty grand entryway. We've got elevation B is a craftsman style. So it comes with a brick wainscot underneath, and it's got, that same big front porch area. And then we've got elevation D, which our team calls a ranch style. So it's board and batten siding with a stone wainscoting, and then on two of the like jut out areas, that's a technical term, on the front it's solid stone. So just a little bit more visual interest if you're looking for something other than the farmhouse. It's very easy to change up, and the inside on the homes are almost exactly the same. There's just like a little bit of difference in the porches and maybe some of the rooms as we bring rooms forward or back to make space for the porch. Some of the dimensions are a little bit different, but that's something your consultants can show you in office.
Yep. And on the connection here in this office is bouncing, unfortunately, on the Wi-Fi. So you may want to pull that PowerPoint up.
Okay. We will try to use mine. Get to the same page. All right. So that's where we were. I'm trying to look real quick to see if we had any questions.
Definitely a lot of people say hello.
Yeah, we did. We had a lot more hellos coming in. Let's see. All right. So we've got Kristen coming in from Cibolo, building the canyon in Garden Ridge. Awesome.
Very cool.
We've got Rosa. I'm going to sign my contract next week on the canyon. So excited. Awesome. It's a great time to watch then. We got Alta Garcia. We are building the rock wall in Texas Grand Ranch. Awesome. We've got Richard. Howdy from Brookshire, building a new Oasis B. Awesome. Got Lauren from Brenham. We've got Byron. Better late than never. Hello.
Welcome, Byron. We're glad you're here.
Glad you're here. We got J-Rod. Greetings from the Gulf Coast. Looking forward to talking with Tilson about building on a rural property in Iowa Colony, Texas. The canyon is one of our faves. Awesome.
Very close to Angleton.
Great. We got Julie building the Live Oak in Johnson County. Signed contract, site evaluation done, and should start the construction in September or October. Awesome. We got Wesley asking if the back porch door ever got fixed on the canyon. When we walked through it, the back door hinges were on the outside instead of inwards.
So that's actually not a mistake. That's on purpose. Great question, Wes. So in a lot of cases, particularly, and maybe we can go to the floor plan, Don, and show him kind of why we do that. We actually do that on several of our designs. So it's not an accident, nothing to fix. Depending on the space, in this particular one, that's the dining room where the door goes out. Mm-hmm. What we don't want, you're very likely, probably when you walk through it, I don't know if the furniture was there or not, but if it wasn't, it's probably why it didn't make as much sense. But now that is of course, the only eating area in this particular home. And there's a big dining table there. It's your dining room, breakfast room, everything. So there's a chair there. Okay. Well, what you don't want is the door, like you can't get the door open necessarily, depending on if you add a leaf. Let's say it's typically a 4 or 6 person table, but you're going to add a leaf in there to make it an 8 person. You're going to have a birthday party or Easter or Thanksgiving or something there. And so in that case, it would really be pushing the limits of having the door swing in. So you swing the door out. It's weather stripped that way. It actually is better from a weathering standpoint. In fact, anytime we have an exterior door that is not covered by a porch at all, we are going to mount it this way because as basically the wind blows it, it's pushing it tighter against that weather stripping and threshold down below, as opposed to if the hinges are on the inside. So when we do that, we can use non-removable pins in our Ps. If you're worried about somebody being able to knock the pins out of the door and get into your house, spoiler alert, if someone wants in your house when you're not there, they're coming in. Windows and doors.
They're coming in through these windows.
Yeah. Windows and doors keep honest people out. That's really about it. But all that to say that it is not uncommon in home designs to have doors that actually do swing out, exterior doors that swing out. It's pretty uncommon to have it on a front door. So we don't have it on the front. The front door is not that way. The front door does in fact swing in.
Yeah, front door swings in.
A lot of our doors going from eating areas out onto porches, we swing them out so that you're not fighting, kind of around a table or a chair or something like that. Great question.
Okay, makes sense. All right, we have Byron coming in from Crandall, Texas. We got Jesse from Hutto.
All right.
Cody is asking if you can add the drop zone utility area without the garage.
You can, Cody. It's actually not one of the custom options, but your sales consultant can draw it that way. They can take it from the custom option, use it. It adds a little bit of square footage of living area, so there's not like a set price to do it, like a package option like there is for this. But yes, they can price it out of our e-price book and do that for you. They sure can. Great question.
Okay, perfect. And then we got a question from George on how often should we expect to hear from our builder?
Yeah, radio silence is not bueno, George. So we're sorry you're experiencing some of that. Ideally, you should be hearing from them every week. Now, that doesn't mean that something new is going to be happening every week. Sometimes they may have to call you, particularly right now with these supply chain and labor streams that the industry is feeling. They may call you for several weeks straight to say, I'm letting you know that we're still waiting. Waiting on that door, waiting on that Versaland, waiting on that engineered wood product, waiting on the framer to be freed up. So, but you should expect to hear from them at least every week. So if you're not, drop us a private message. I guess you're on YouTube. You can't really drop a private message. So maybe reach out to your sales consultant or to your builder and or to Tilson News at tilsonhome.com. We can get that taken care of. Appreciate that. Okay. Appreciate you asking, George.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us know. We've got Susan, hi from the Mojave Desert of California. We will be building a Travis A in Fort Bend County, signed our contract at the end of February. We love Tilson Tuesdays, and we're practicing our patience.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the insides of this home.
Okay.
I'll get that loaded up.
As you walk in the foyer of the Canyon model, you're going to be immediately greeted by 10-foot 6-inch ceilings in the foyer and the family room, and it really draws you in. You can see all the way out the big, beautiful fixed glass windows onto the outdoor living space and can easily see yourself in this home with your family enjoying your country living. So what's unique about the Canyon model home is that the way that we've designed the kitchen, dining area, and family room to really just be one large room, which is the feedback we've gotten from our customers building in rural areas. They just want a large space for their family, extended family, and friends to gather, and just a beautiful kitchen that's set up for entertaining and also actually ease of use. So in the kitchen of the Canyon model home, we've opted for one of our alternative kitchens where we have a large, even space island that's really, really great for cooking, cutting, preparing, buffet style, or just sitting and gathering. Some of the other things you're going to notice in the kitchen when you go in is extensive use of painted cabinetry. Now we have a contrasting color on the island and in a blue, and then we have the white on the main cabinets. Of course, you can always do a stained cabinet. Whatever you want to do, we can accommodate that. What you're going to also notice when you're standing at the sink of the island is you're immediately looking out into the family room. So it's an easy place to keep working in the kitchen if you're doing that, preparing food, getting the barbecue ready, and still being able to engage and entertain with everyone that's in the family room. It's just a really great use of the space. The way we designed the eating area in the Canyon model home is really to be a country eat-in kitchen. So it's got plenty of space if you wanted to do like an 8-person table for a formal event, but it's set up for everyday use that has beautiful views on your outdoor living space, onto the beautiful property that you bought, which is why you did this in the first place. So sit there, have a cup of coffee or morning cereal, and just enjoy that view outside.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of space, big space. I mean, you can see why it's the #1 plan. Plenty of spots for people to hang out, accommodate a large number of people, which is just really, really nice. So yeah, what are some of the things we're looking at in there?
So yeah, you mentioned, it's the alternate kitchen. So you're looking at, the big long island in that space, and we did that in a contrasting color, and actually even added the little farmhouse X accents on the end of that. And so this is kind of what that layout looks like, just to give you an idea. And I also added in the color selection so you could see that. But also wanted to show what that space looks like with the standard kitchen. So this is the base included kitchen in it, where it's got a curved island that comes all the way around like that. So just gives you working space there. So just a different layout with a little bit of different visual interest going on with it. But you've got the raised in the back, and it's flat on the front. So unique.
Yeah, and we have a number of folks that build it just like this, and it's again, square footage wise, it's identical.
Yeah.
Nothing changes about the space, just the way that we're doing the island in there.
So it just comes down to what your preference is. You get the same walk-in pantry. All those options stay very similar. And then we also showed the living room, which we did, add in that ceiling treatment there with the box beams. And in this model, we actually changed it up a little bit. We went with a lighter stain on the inside than we used on the outside. So where you had that super dark stain on the outside, we used a lighter Crossroads, is what the name of that stain is, on the inside, to kind of accent that space.
Brilliant.
It just ties in very nicely with everything that's in there.
It does, yeah. Looks really sharp. Yeah, the light colored wood floors is very nice too. And
those are actually, it's the ceramic tile.
That's right. It's tile floor. That's right.
Yep. It's a ceramic tile floor that just looks like what. See, it tricked you. It tells you.
It doesn't take much.
Tells you how good of a look that is. And that's just, you going with the ceramic, it's the most durable flooring that you can get. So you kind of get that same look of wood, but it's going to hold up better to big dog paws and children and all that good stuff.
Yes. Just not husbands. Husbands, we don't damage anything.
Husbands can break anything.
That's true. It's true.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the master suite.
One of the greatest features of the Canyon model home and the design that we did is for a 2,300 square foot home, for the owner's retreat to have its own private space is very, very unique, but it truly doesn't share any walls with any of the other rooms. So 3 of its walls are to the outside, the covered living space, and outdoors where it has beautiful windows, and the only wall it does share is with its own bathroom. So you're truly on your own retreat that's away from everyone for a long day of working outside or just a long day of work. As you walk into the master suite, you're gonna notice we've opted for a big, beautiful cathedral ceiling and an accent wall to the back that really makes the room feel voluminous. But no matter how you do it, it's gonna be a great place to retreat. So private to the master suite is gonna be the master bath. The way we've gone with it, which is in the stock plan, is just one large shower that's really beautiful. It makes a great accent piece, but it's very useful as well. You could also opt to have a large tub, separate shower, or there's a couple of other options you can do on the master suite.
All right.
So truly the crown jewel of this one. Yeah, nice owner's retreat. What I love about it is that it's way off to the back all by itself. Like its own private entrance from the family. It is truly its own suite. So there's no traffic going back and forth by your bathroom or your bedroom or anything. Like it's all just your own private spa area.
Yeah. It's a great space. And like we mentioned, we did add in the cathedral ceiling in that area, and it's got the rough sawn wood wrapped beam going down the center. And we also did a really interesting accent wall in that room that came out very nice. So like that one a lot. Good space. And then here's that master bathroom that we were talking about. So you've got the dual vanities in there. Big linen closet, and your dump for the hamper to put the dirty clothes in, and you've got the big walk-in shower, and then the walk-in closet over in this area. So it's a great large space.
Yeah, it's really sharp. And again, we've opted for the white cabinets in here. These are obviously from Kent Moore. In fact, this was, I think, the first home they did for us was this Canyon model home, and just having the nice contrast of the darker plumbing fixtures, light fixtures, and door hardware and cabinet hardware is pretty awesome. So
yeah, and they also made the choice that the floor on the in the master bath is the same shower tile on the wall, so you kind of have that nice flow going on with that.
Very cool.
Let's see. I think we have a few questions.
Well, let's try and answer them.
We pop over to that. All right. We have Tara and Kaufman. They started my siding today. Oh, that's exciting. That's awesome. We've got Julie, who wanted to do a shout out to Jody Drew in Weatherford. She's amazing to work with. Thank you, Julie. We will pass that along. Wes is asking, how backed up are brick orders? Does Tilson mainly use one or two companies?
So, Wes, we use Acme Brick. That is the only company that we use right now. And there's a lead time. The funny thing is, on brick, there has always been a lead time on brick. So it hasn't really gotten crazy. I mean, well, it's certainly not normal. It's not crazy like window crazy or, overhead door crazy. But it is, yeah, I mean, it's they are backed up. But here's the good thing about brick. It technically, once the Tyvek that we use is installed on the exterior of your home, technically your house is dried in at that point. It should be all the penetrations are sealed up, your windows are sealed up, the tape that's around your windows, tape around your doors, flashing around your windows and doors. They do tape around all of the exterior penetrations, so where your electrical's going in, where the HVAC lines are going in and out, where your plumbing is going in, all that is sealed up and then taped up with the Tyvek. So theoretically, the brick can go in, at a later time, and it's not going to really delay too much. But yeah, I mean, it can be a 4 month or so, 4 to 6 month time frame that we're looking at, depending on the area. So now the Acme Brick obviously has ovens and distribution facilities all over the state, all over America, but all over the state of Texas. Right. So it kind of depends on where it's coming out of. Is it coming out of Elgin? Is it coming out of Mineral Wells? Is it coming out of, another one of their locations? And so those also will play into how backed up it is. And that's driven by what color the brick is.
Right.
So the brick colors are baked in a certain spot, so the Mineral Wells facility bakes these, 14 colors. And so, yeah, it's a struggle everywhere. I mean, it's part of it. But again, the brick is we obviously have it to finish the home, but we don't have to have it on to work on the inside of the home, if that makes sense.
So it's not like your windows or any of that. All right. We've got Russell. We are at the sheetrock stage on our Gonzales C. We changed to an in-swing door as well. Just didn't like the feel of that outswing. So that's an option if you don't mind losing the square footage that you're. Yep.
Yeah.
Tara is asking, what size is the dining room and island?
Okay, so I got the dining area pulled up, and it's 11'7" by 9'10", so almost 12 by 10 on the dining area, and then the island. Let me get down to where that is. I want to be sure I'm pretty accurate on that. So yeah, it's 9 feet wide and about 4 feet, so it's about 4 by 9. It's big. It's a very big island.
Mm-hmm. We got Teresa asking, we are currently in the process of building a cypress in Gillespie County, signed in September. Anticipated construction date provided is July. Is it too late to make non-structural changes, i.e. change kitchen grout, change niche to herringbone pattern, or raise the tile to the ceiling in the second bath?
So Teresa, you really need to touch base with your sales consultant. But yes, I mean, broadly speaking, we are not making changes after you have what you're referring to, which is a slot date. Mm-hmm. And the reason for that is we are starting to order some of those things. That's why there's a slot, is because there's stuff is pushing out, like to Wes's question earlier about the brick. I mean, 26 weeks out. So some of these things are being ordered in the quantities. So that it really is something you need to talk to your sales consultant about, because broadly speaking, the answer is no, we can't make changes. But they could maybe touch base directly with our cost management team to see if that would be possible. But I know that the overarching general answer is no, which is why we're doing those slot dates
Right.
We are actually starting to issue some POs way earlier than that date we're telling you of September, so that we can have it ready to go once it's ready to go in September.
Okay. All right. And then Jeff is asking if we have pictures of the alternate master bath. And right now I do not. We can kind of search through. I know we've had a lot of canyons built. I can kind of search through more of the photos that we have and see if we can find them. But at the moment, I do not have those. We've got Tara. I love my Laporte. Added a 4th bedroom. Has a similar master layout. That's what sold to her husband on that plan. So.
Oh, cool.
Kristen is asking, do black door hinges come with the upgraded black knobs?
So, Kristen, not necessarily. No, we paint the door hinges. That's not the hinges are not going to be the black to match. Broadly speaking, if you want those, we need to do an inquiry with our vendor and the cost management team and the painter, because actually when they come, the doors come pre-hung on the jamb, and so we have to make sure that we've ordered the black ones, which we typically do not. And then, so there would be a price there. And then we also have to pay the painter to mask those off. So that when they're shooting, when they're painting the trim with the airless gun to get that good, nice layer of paint on there, they actually have to tape off and mask all 3 hinges on every single door throughout the house. And there'll be a labor cost to do that. So we can certainly inquire, Kristen. Great question.
Okay. All right. Tara wanted to share more about her Laporte. When Bryan and myself, I enclosed the original exterior entry and made it a mud room, and enclosed the original interior entry and made it a large walk-in pantry. We moved the front door to a different wall. It was the best decision ever. That and the cathedral ceiling in the living room. Awesome. That sounds really cool. You need to send us pictures so we can see that. Those sound like some good changes.
Yeah. And Tara, I'd really say that's really the second best decision ever. The first best was just choosing to build with Tilson. And then everything else after that fell into place. No, thanks for sharing that, Tara. That's awesome.
All right. And we have Ashley asking, we've been watching older videos and saw supersizing the canyon. Are we able to make large adjustments like that with the salesperson? Seems like they changed a lot on that particular build. Yeah, when you sit down with your consultant, you can change a lot of things. And they did. They actually, I think, put the bonus room on the bottom floor. Like, yeah, we can make a lot of those changes. You would just need to sit with your consultant so they can price those things out for you. But yeah, in general, what Holly, who you also will see in some of those videos, what she was talking about, like when you're looking at changing your plans, it's whatever is in the limits of laws of physics, the limits of your budget, and building code will pretty much do whatever changes you like with that. Will is saying it's always enjoying to get a chance to watch Tilson live. I have to go and finish one more chicken tractor. The batch of 11 turkeys and 18 meat chickens will be ready to be on pasture by the end of the week. Hopefully this weekend he can get that pig pen expanded. That's awesome.
Well, Will, my projects are on hold. The 2 of the hydraulic rams on the dozer have decided to blow their seals, so we are.
Oh no!
We're on project pause at the Allard farm while we, air hammer out dozer pieces and
nice
break knuckles and. Those are I'm very good working with wood, not so much machines and steel. Not my thing.
Susan is asking if there's a standard depth of the kitchen sink.
I think it's typically, now this is not including the countertop height itself, which is usually about 1.25 inches or 1.75 inches actually, or 1.25 inches, I think. No, 1.5 inches. 3/4 plus 3/4, about 1.5 inches. 3 centimeters for you metric types. So it's about 8 to 9 inches is the standard kitchen sink depth, and then we have a couple others that have deeper depths than that, some farmhouse sinks and things like that.
Okay, makes sense. All right, well, let's take a look at the other bedrooms and the study in this plan.
The canyon design is unique in that it is split, but it's split front to back. So the master space is at the back of the home and the other bedrooms are at the front of the home, but none of them share any common walls with each other, which is a great design detail that our design drafting team was able to put together. The spare bedrooms in the stock plan share a regular bathroom that you can walk into, plenty of space. We've opted for a Jack and Jill style bathroom, which has a little bit more space to the home, but is a great use of space for maybe a brother and sister or 2 siblings sharing a space, or if you have guests staying a long time, especially that front bedroom, which is 13 by 17 feet. One of the unique details when you walk into the Canyon model home, you're going to see we have the front study space set up as exactly that, as a home office. With so many people working from home these days or kids doing remote learning, we thought it was really important to have a space dedicated to that. The great thing about the space is it enjoys beautiful views off that front porch where you can look out onto your property and kind of remember what you're working for.
All right. It's a great space. Good. That first bedroom is really big.
It's big.
Massive.
Yeah, it's a little outrageous. It's a 17, almost 17 by 13. 17.3 by 12.11. I mean, just, yeah, easily fit multiple people. Did you ever share a room with a sibling?
No. I only had a brother. So
that's right. Yeah, you know, so I shared a room with my little brother for many years, and yeah, there's something about that. There's something special about that. We do still speak and get along, but there were some interesting times. But,
it was close. It was close.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna be fine. I was the bigger of the two. I was the middle, so it was me and my little brother and my old Chris, who you've met, guys. If y'all watch this, he had his own room.
Oh,
big deal. Now we all three shared one bathroom, which was its own situation.
Yeah.
Anyway, good time. So that makes the Jack and Jill. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a Jack and Jill situation going? Or no,
we did not. We had a Tilson home circa 1976 that did not have a Jack and Jill bathroom. For sure.
So here is that Jack and Jill layout. It's much better in the video, but I pulled some pictures just so everybody can see and kind of what that looks like on the floor plan. So the way that works is each bedroom, so it moves the bathroom to in between the two rooms, and each bedroom gets its own sink and its own cabinet in it. So everybody's kind of got their own space to get ready in the morning, and then they share a separate, they're connected to the separate room that has your commode and your shower in it. So it's a good layout if you've got people trying to get ready in the morning. So it just gives you that good space there.
And yeah, I don't want it to be lost on you how big, like those utility cabinets you're looking at, those are 7 feet tall and 2 feet wide and just under 2 feet deep. I mean, those are
it's big, yeah.
Cabinets, yeah. I mean, you've got a laundry hamper down below, and then up you have 3 or 4 shelves in that upper part, and you can fit a ton of towels, toiletries, all kinds of stuff up there, and so it gets that stuff out of the way, out from underneath the sink. So there's a lot of storage in this Jack and Jill that makes it really really nice for multiple kiddos or guests.
Yeah, absolutely. And then this is what the standard bedroom would look like. So the entrance to the bathroom would be off of the hall. So instead of being in between the two bedrooms, it's off to the side, but you've still got a nice long sink area, that huge cabinet. It's still a great space the way it comes. So
you bet.
Nice little area. And then these are just some other shots of, this is the front study on the model. So that's a very nice large room, and you can convert that to a bedroom should you desire to do so. But then these are the two big bedrooms. This is the front one that is very very large, and then the second one, which is still a good size because this is a full bed in that room. So good size bedrooms and spaces.
Yeah, so this house, a lot of versatility, whether it's a growing family, whether it's empty nesters. I mean, just having guests over and everybody can have their own, particularly Jack and Jill have their own private space, which is super nice.
Absolutely. Let's see. We did have a couple questions come through. Brandon is asking, thanks for Tilson Tuesdays, bit off topic, but are there any Cisco's in construction or have been built? Not yet. The Cisco is a brand new baby plan. It's only been out for about a month, so we wouldn't have had anybody who could get far enough to build one. So not yet, but I am sure that we will start seeing those soon. Polly is mentioning that they were there last weekend. So in Bryan, our daughter, son-in-law, granddaughter are building a canyon in Grapetown, just on the waiting list for the slab. Trying to be beautiful home and beautiful model. We are building the Breckenridge there as well. So same timeline. Love the strength of the home and workmanship that goes behind the models and our future homes. Awesome. Thank you, Polly. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, if I was actually visiting with Lauren Gonzalez there in Bernie about you guys not too long back. She's super, super fond of y'all, and so we're grateful for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very exciting to see you building, two homes together.
Yeah, it's pretty special.
And then Ashley was asking in my rendering if that was a black window in the kids' bath. So that actually what you were
CGI.
What you're saying, this is a rendering, and in ours this would actually be the painted, it'd be trim. So it'd be whatever. Should match white. So thank you.
It'd be white, yeah. It's a great catch there, Ashley. But yeah, this is I know Dawn.
Good catch. Where were you when I was approving these?
Awesome. Yeah, this is a computer generated rendering. Because again, the bathroom in the Canyon model that we built is the Jack and Jill. So Dawn had them render.
Yeah.
Man, they do. It's just crazy what they can do.
Yeah, it's crazy how real, because they actually completely matched what was in the model. So, but we'll have to go back and get them to change the window color. So
I could do it with like the little Microsoft Art tool. You want me to do it with Microsoft? No.
No, I think I'll pass.
Mad whiteout skills.
J-Rod is asking, is exterior metal siding an available option for exterior finishes instead of hardy plank?
Yeah, J-Rod, we don't do metal on the exterior. That's no steel panels for us here. It'd be either you're going to do some type of hardy, whether it's hardy plank or like this board and bat hardy, which are two different types. They're two different products, or brick or stone or stucco.
Okay.
Those are the exteriors that we install.
All right. Awesome. Well, let's take a look at the rest of the insides of this house.
Okay.
Located conveniently off the kitchen and breakfast room, you're going to notice that we've got a mud room, kind of a drop zone area, utility room, and half bath. So the stock plan does come with a half bath utility room. We've opted for a side load garage, which is what changes that area into having that drop zone, which is a great space for your backpacks, your muddy boots. You still have plenty of room in the utility room for washer, dryer, and stand-up freezer. We opted to do one more thing on the model home here, and that was for the bonus room upstairs above the family. So it adds about 445 square feet of living area. So this home in total is a little over 2,800 square feet on the model. But the great thing is it's a great space upstairs for kids or grandkids to go up there and hang out. You can watch the ball game, they can play the video games, or just a nice place that can be used as a flex area, maybe a sewing room, maybe a crafting room, anything like that you want to do. You have plenty of space up there to do that. It's nearly the exact same size as the family room below.
Yeah, nice large space for the kids to kind of hang out away from everybody, or
watch
the game.
Yes, it's and it is, of course it's hard for the video to do it justice, but it's a lot of space up there. You get a lot of natural light in coming in those windows in the back. It's actually one of those things, and this happens when we're building model homes. The windows were originally a lot smaller, almost half the size. And John Parsons, credit to him, when he was building the home for us, he got up there and was like, this is not going to work. We need bigger windows. We need more light. This looks so. Anyway, it was a fantastic, absolutely right decision. And yeah, it's a great space. And what's nice about when we do the bonus room like that, you do have actual like full size door access to your attic area. Mm-hmm. Which is nice for changing your air filters out and all that kind of good stuff. The regular maintenance that you have to do.
Yes. Nice to have that full size access. Yeah, this is the utility, the drop zone in the powder room area, and we did add some shiplap, everybody's favorite, in that powder room for this. But yeah, that drop zone is a great space to just put everything down and get everything situated, and a huge utility room. And I'll always give a shout out to how lovely we frame off our dryer vents. It's beautiful. Just know it's beautiful back there. When you put your dryer in front of it. And then there's the bonus room. You can kind of see this picture, shows you kind of how large this space is. And again, we did a shiplap accent wall up here. And then you've got those 3 windows that are bringing in some great light, but they're, still giving you access to this whole wall that you can put furniture against, since they're not the full size windows. And by adding that bonus space, you also add the powder room upstairs. So you get another bathroom just for that space.
Awesome.
All right, so let's finish up and look at the backyard.
So one of the most important things for our customers living on their rural property is the outdoors. That's why they bought the land to begin with. We took that into consideration on this model home, and the outdoor living space that we have set up on the Canyon design is spectacular. So it's immediately located off the family room. You have beautiful views through fixed glass windows out to it. It's plenty large enough at 19 feet wide and nearly 9 feet deep to have 2 separate sitting areas, and you can extend it beyond that if you're interested in doing so. Just like all of our designs in our portfolio, we have lots of custom options designed for this Canyon model. So we've opted to put a few of them here in the model home, like the Jack and Jill bath, the side load garage. But what you could also do, there's dozens of others that you could do. So there's a 4th bedroom option, there's a guest bedroom option, there's separate garage options, there's different kitchen options, ceiling treatment options. Just really the possibilities are endless, but the best thing is those designs are already pre-done, pre-priced, ready to go, and we know that they work well with the space that's allowed for them.
All right, and that is the Canyon model.
Yeah, I don't think we do always the proper service to these custom options that our drafting team has designed. The guys, they are like, these are kind of they come from you. So we take these designs and kind of the things that our customers do to them the most, alterations that most of our customers want to make. So they go through the portfolio, typically one series at a time, and make sure that, hey, everybody wants some type of an option to do a big rectangular flat island. Let's make it where it's going to work. Everybody wants an option to do a cathedral ceiling out from the family room onto the covered porch. Let's make it where that's going to work and actually function for the folks, so that your sales consultants, while they're good at what they do, they're not home designers. They can help and they can do things, but what we try to do is make it where when you do some of these things to the house, it's not we're not creating a functional problem. Before you get in. So the door swinging in, swinging out, every single one of those things is thought out. Like, none of this stuff happens by accident. So door swings and dishwasher openings and where outlets are located and accessibility all the way around, with being able to access the pantry with the pantry door open. These are all the things that go into these designs. And the closer you can stick with the custom options, again, we'll go beyond that, but the closer you stick to those, the more we know it's going to really work and function for you. So something to really, really consider if you're kind of vacillating back and forth on whether to go with one like it is or mess with it and change it. I would err on we know this works.
Right, exactly. Absolutely. Let's see. We've got Steve sharing that they had 2 daughters sharing a Jack and Jill. They renamed it a Thelma and Louise. That's awesome.
No good, I'll bet.
I love that. And then Brandon is also appreciating our dryer vent box. The fact that it's recessed. Yeah, that is really cool too, that you can actually put the dryer all the way against the wall.
All the way against the wall without crushing the dryer vent hose.
Yeah, they're great.
There's a little maintenance there too. You need to be cleaning your dryer vents out. We have a whole different video on that Christy and Jason did with our customer care team. So
yep, got all of that stuff in there. But yeah, that's awesome. All right, that is actually the last question that I see.
Fantastic. Well, guys, we obviously we're grateful that you joined us on this one. The Canyon is a phenomenal floor plan, super flexible. Obviously, it's the #1 selling plan, or at least the #1 selling template.
It's the #1 selling starting point.
Yeah, absolutely. So go check it out. If you can make a trip to Bryan, I promise you it's worth the trip over to Bryan College Station to check that thing out. And if not, we have, of course, the virtual tour that Donna and her team put together. There's a video tour of it as well. And of course, tons of pictures on our website. And obviously your design centers have access to other pictures of other canyons that have done. I think we had another question pop up.
We do. We have Charlotte is asking, do we normally go over with the customers the options for water softener and the importance? Now that we have closed on the house, our neighbors tell us that we have to have one or the water will ruin our appliances. We have a ton of rock on our lot. Yeah, that's where she ended. We have a ton of rock on our lot.
So Charlotte, we're not water experts. We don't know the kind of water that you're going to be getting, whether it's community water or well water. We don't. The home builders don't go into testing that stuff, that's something that if I were you, I would rely on not even a plumber, but like a water filtration company, some type of reverse osmosis. Or now what I'll caution you against is, of course, if you go hire a water filtration company to do testing on your water, if they're a water filtration company that installs for water softeners and water filtration systems,
you need a water filter.
There's a chance that they may tell you that you need one. I don't know, to answer your question. I don't know if the neighbors are right or not. I have neighbors, and my neighbors say all kinds of crazy things. I mean, maybe some of them are right. And ironically, both
some of them may had a good water softener salesman who told them that it was going to ruin the appliance.
Yes, I mean, whether it ruin your appliances or not, I don't know. I can't say that. I mean, certainly, well, my luck, now that I've disparaged their neighbors, it's like their mom or their daughter or sister or something like that. Anyway, I would hire an expert in water. There's chemical tests they can do. They can test the pH of the water, which is the acidity, and they can test for calcium deposits, which is really what you're talking about. If you're talking about hard water, that needing a water softener is typically because you have a high amount of mineral content of some sort, typically calcium, although not always. But that's not something that we really get into because we don't know. But now it is a reason, broadly speaking, that we use PEX and prefer to use PEX, cross-linked polyethylene piping over CPVC or over copper, because it does tend to work better. Less things will stick to it. Less minerals will adhere to. They won't bond with it from a molecular standpoint, which I won't get into all that. Don's way smarter than I am about molecules and biology and all that. But there's a lot that goes into it, and it's not something that we take into consideration in the home building part. You need to get a local expert to come out and do that. And again, I would just, as with any other bid or expertise, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Or in this case, a grain of calcium.
All right. Yeah, and then we just have J-Rod saying, thanks for the presentation. So thank you, J-Rod.
We appreciate that. Thanks for bearing with us. Don, thank you for saving the day. Y'all didn't realize this, but Don not only was like monitoring the chat with Kelsey and also putting up your comments, which she does. This time she got to also man the entire PowerPoint presentation because, Microsoft Surface does what it does. No offense, Microsoft.
Stuff happens.
Intended. You failed me on this one. But anyway, Dawn did all kinds of stuff. She has 18 plates spinning at one time. What you didn't realize is she's also crocheting while she's doing all this as well.
No, I'm not that talented.
No factor. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning into all of these. We do hope they are genuinely helpful to you guys. That's the whole point of them. We want you to get this information and be armed with the best and most current information you can possibly get. Thank you to all of our customers that are out there in pre-construction and under construction. We are grateful for each and every one of you guys, you folks that are looking into building and that are prospectively going to build. You're at the right place. You're getting the right information. You're getting the most current information that we have. We appreciate you inquiring. We have a website that you can go to 24/7. We got a Facebook page, Instagram. What do they call Instagram? Is it a page? It's not a channel.
Profile?
Is it a well, that's a very bland term.
I know.
Maybe when Elon Musk buys that one, he'll have better names for it. Anyway, we have a YouTube channel. Got a ton of information there that Donna and her team have put there. We have a Venmo channel if you want to watch these videos uninterrupted by ads, for those of you like me.
The replays, if you want to watch replays without ads.
That's right. Yeah, you want to replays without ads, you can do it there at Venmo. Not Venmo.
No, Vimeo.
You
can use Venmo if you want to send us money.
If you want to Venmo me, we'll do that. Vimeo, very sorry, terribly sorry.
They all sound the same.
They do. Anyway, so and obviously, of course, we have the 12 locations that are staffed 7 days a week, looking for you guys. We are running seminars live now. We know a lot of y'all been attending them, which is awesome. So you're getting good information there that's much more localized, boots on the ground in that specific area. So we're glad you're getting that. We are here to answer your questions anytime you guys want to reach out. But for all the Tilson team and the Tilson family, we genuinely assume to make you part of the Tilson family. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, everybody.